extra motivation he needs. And a game when he was with the New Jersey Nets, team was down 10 points with a minute to go. Vince Carter single-handedly got that game to overtime, but hit a three at the end of the overtime, the single game overtime, and then won the game in overtime right here in Air Canada Center. Look for him to go out here and be excited to play against his former team and provide a lot of energy right from the very beginning of this game.
Well, tell us all about the shoot-around this morning for the Phoenix Suns. Apparently, Suns players were booing Vince Carter to prepare him for tonight, and the fan base here in Toronto. And apparently, that was Hakeem Warwick's idea.
Yeah, Warwick is very enthusiastic about booing Vince every time he touched the ball, and the Suns were running through their offensive set.
Had 9 points and 3 blocks, and there's his first 2.
Yeah, he's a big, strong, rugged player. Watched him in the pregame warm-ups.
Oh, my goodness. Alley-oop to Vince Carter for the reverse crush.
How that Steve Nash tossed that ball, maybe a step in front of the half-court line, and right on the money. Vince Carter did a sensational dunk and finish on that play there and hit the throttle. I told you he's going to be hyped to play tonight.
Yeah, we wondered if he might have a little bounce in his step back here in Toronto. He likes playing on the big stage. We saw that in New York against the Knicks. And here is Nash going upper deck to Vince Carter.
Yeah, look at that, right at the mid-stripe line, and Vince running the floor nicely on that right wing, gets behind the defense. If you're going to score me in one, and you better get back in transition, because I'm trying to make you pay if you don't.
Those fans here in Toronto booed him after he had that first steal. Hard to boo that. That's still very entertaining. In the offensive glass, they inbounded quickly to Nash. Lost the handle, but still plenty of time on the shot clock. Vince spins, fades, hangs, and hits. Vince Carter, lively legs in the first quarter.
Hey, that was an impressive move right there in sensational fashion. It was a great move to put the ball on the floor, and then the right shoulder turn to free for some open space. As he takes the ball into the contact, doesn't shy away from the contact where Johnson would have had a chance to block his shot. But that one there by Vince Carter, I'll tell you what, that's one for the highlight. Channing Frye on that pump fake, and then he was clear to go back up as Frye was coming down.
Fifth-year player out of Italy, had the label of being soft early in his career. Vince Carter drills the three-pointer.
Vince Carter is on fire, 7 points. He's got the three-point shot. He's got 3 boards, a couple steals now, and a couple deflections. Seconds left.
Yeah, heck, he had his 4 assists to reach 9,000 in the first 30 seconds. And Vince Carter, he and Channing Frye have been forces against the Raptors.
They're doing a phenomenal job, and I love Vince Carter. I just think, you know, he was going to have a nice game tonight. He's back at home where he started his NBA career and knocking down shots from all over the floor, but doing it on the defensive end as well with the steals, the deflections, help side defense, doing a nice job. And Channing Frye, we'll talk about him, man. 3 of 4 from 3-point range, 10 points.
What are the chances we can get the fans in?
For nothing, I guess, Leandro Barbosa maybe firing one up there against his old team that he wish he would have had back.
Jared Bayless on the floor, and look at Vince Carter elevates and detonates.
Kaboom! I like that one right there. He had the 2-hand reverse, and this one, but he hung in the air just a little bit. He said, DeRozan, before you were up here dunking in the slam dunk contest, I'll put my elbow in the basket.
What a sweet move from Vince Carter. And then
what does the big man say? Dwight Howard down in Orlando say, I'm doing all I can. I got to get some help. But Bargnani might be screaming the same thing.
Vince goes to the left hand. A little secret sauce. Putting on a show back here in Toronto.
Well, he came with the power of the trip before, and this one here, he floated like a butterfly all the way from the right side. The left side used the rim to protect his ball and flipped it up and put a little English on as it rolled over.
Wide right and deep. Boarded by Bargnani. Still enough time for Calderon. Looks up at the clock. Whips it over the wings, partially blocked by Vince Carter, who was the star of the first quarter. And the Suns will take an 18-point lead into the locker room.
Yeah, great job. I talked about the hustle game, the defense right there. That was pretty much sums it up. Vince Carter closing out on the defender.
Channing Frye leading the way for Phoenix with 12. Vince Carter in double figures with 11. You're watching Phoenix Suns basketball presented by Casino Arizona.
Spoon-fed, and there's Channing Frye and Vince Carter getting together down there, swarming to the basketball, playing some good defense, leads to a nice little run out and post up here for Vince Carter.
Vince drawing the foul, bucket and 1 for Vince Carter. And a technical on Jay Triano. He had to be careful. He might get tossed. Not happy at all. And now having to be restrained by one of his assistant coaches, P.J. Carlesimo.
Well, look at this, Vince Carter does. He takes the slider of DeRozan down the block, and see how he kind of leans in with that arm. He swings it up underneath.
Inducted in 1997.
I love Alex English's game. Silky smooth jumpers.
Near perfect from the field. Tie. Gave it up. Nobody was near him defensively. And Vince Carter pounds in a three.
Pretty basketball movement that time by the Suns. And that was a
better parts, better places every day. Vince Carter, this guy's been in overdrive from the opening tip.
And that was my favorite move of the game right there as well, as he put DeRozan in the spin cycle and went around him like a rent-a-cop.
So much talk. Fly through airport lines with flyby priority lane access. Vince, he's flying again at the Air Canada Center.
Yeah, there's still a line from T.O. Terrell Owens. Get your popcorn, because he has absolutely put on a show in this basketball game tonight. He's been sensational on both sides of the ball and defensively with those 6 steals we talked about. But that might have been my favorite slam of the night as he put it in reverse fashion, threw it down with Thunderdome.
I'm looking forward to the next 5 games on this road trip as well. Down go the Raptors, 110-92 here in Toronto. Suns now 2.